Hey, ladies and jellyfish, from all sizes, welcome to my second TV vlog on the movie Big Hero 6, one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, I've seen this movie 5 times now, and I thought I should make a TV vlog connecting to how it connects to my first TV vlog, Wall-E. And this movie is very okay. I really love it. It's not perfect, but it isn't bad on any terms, and no doubt about that. I really like this movie. Let's get into it. So this movie starts off with Hero fighting these people with like this robot wars. It's not the best way to start the movie. I mean, this is a Disney movie, honestly. I have to start it with like a big, like a zoom in into like whatever you're doing. But it has action. It kept me hooked, I guess. That's what you call it. And I loved it. It wasn't bad on any terms. The voice actors were weird. That girl was like, "Put down your money." That was such a weird line, and I really didn't enjoy that line, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, the rest is really cool. I like the action. I like how the guy's like, "Good luck, Zero." And then, so they fight, and Hero beats the guy, like Shell, throws in some comedy, which is actually funny. And yeah, then we're done. Then Tadashi comes, his brother, and saves his butt before the bad guys kick him out. Legit. Kick him out. So yeah, they go, but I wish he got the money he deserved back. I wish that bad guy had like a, I don't know, a cliche, like an anvil falling on his head, or like a piano, or the cops could have gotten him. But I guess you can't have a miracle in the best beginning, can we now? Okay, so let's get on to the next part. So they go home. Tadashi kind of punches him. They go to jail, which really doesn't make sense. It shows like them in jail and then the bad guys are all outside looking at them. It makes no sense at all, and they're only in there for like 5 minutes. So yeah, the mom mumbles a lot. It's weird. It's not funny at all, but I like her voice. I'll give it her that. And then they go to Tadashi's nerd school, which is a place like a high school for nerds. So he says the Hero should go, and Hero doesn't want to because it's a nerd school. But then he later shows up his microbots, which are cool little robots, and he has like a cool presentation. I really love the animation here. And then he is done. So yeah, so he just does it. He goes into the nerd school, and then he finds Baymax. Baymax is the main character here. Or the second probably main character. And they found Baymax, where Tadashi was working on for the last while. And yeah, it's really cool. I really like it here, and it was well done. I really like his voice actor. I like all the comedy they throw in with him. I really like those jokes with the peanuts and the allergies and whatever. So yeah, they find Baymax, and later Tadashi and Hero are talking, and then the nerd school catches on fire. Yeah, that's a brilliant way to start a Disney movie. And then Tadashi sacrifices his life, which is a very heartwarming moment in this episode. It's very dark. He drops his hat. Wow, these writers are very, very deep. Yeah, that's good. That's a good writer cast he got right there. Okay, so later, he dies, and there's no coming back. We already know that. And when he dies, Hero is obviously mad, and he goes home. And him and Baymax have a lot of adventures. It's very funny. I really like the jokes they throw in with Baymax. It's funny, it's well justified, and it's awesome. So yeah, Baymax is there's one of the microchips that Hero had is moving somewhere, and they go track it, which is weird because he thought all the microbots were exploded in the fire. So Baymax follows it. They throw in some good jokes. In San Francisco, which is apparently a mix of 2 towns, which I don't know why they use those 2 towns. I mean, San Francisco isn't that famous, and it's not really needed. They just use like Tokyo and New York, New Tokyo. No one? Okay. So yeah, they go to the warehouse where this masked man is there with making all his microbots. And we later find out that that masked man is none other than censored. So yeah, him and Baymax go chase this masked man, and they bring some help with them. They find Tadashi's old nerd friends, and they turn them into superheroes. Baymax gets his cool armor. It's red armor. It's very cool. I was used to like the white marshmallow thing, but then that looks way cooler. But to be honest, personally, I like his marshmallow suit better. Comment down below which one you like. So, I think this is one of the weaker parts of this episode. This movie. Sorry, I'm used to my super reviews, but it's okay. I mean, people would disagree with me here, but it's actiony, and I really like that. It has music, it has jokes, but it's very subtle. It's very quick. It's very jumpy. It's very fast. So yeah. Then when they go into this lab, they find videos of this girl named Abigail, and she is sent to space, and she dies apparently in space. And the professor, the nerd school professor, blames this guy who was trying to buy Hero's microbots. So yeah, they think that businessman is the bad guy. But later find that Abigail, that woman, was none other than the professor's daughter. So we know that this is a revenge story that no one knows about. So yeah, they find the revenge story, they go, and they get him. I really like that part where they zoom down, and then Baymax with all his cool armor is about to punch him, and then he just stays there for like 5 seconds. It's very deep, and it's very well thought out. I really like this idea. And he's like, our programming prevents us from hurting a human being. But we'll take that. And then he breaks the mask, which stops his microbots from doing anything. So, yeah, that ends all of this. There's a portal that pulls everything there, so everyone dies with the professor, because this has to be a bad revenge story. So, Callahan, the professor, obviously that's his name, tells Hero, he doesn't tell, but Hero and Baymax want to save Abigail, who's in the portal in hypersleep. They go, they find some weird spacey things. It looks like space. I mean, there's zero gravity, and there's stuff floating around like asteroids. And yes, I am a science whiz, if you didn't know already. But yeah, so it's cool animation, I'll give them that. They go, and then they find Abigail on the spaceship. They pull her out, but then a big rock hits Baymax and destroys his armor, so they can't fly back. Now this is a very deep part of this movie, and this really comes back to my WALL-E review, because WALL-E is very robotic, and this movie is also robotic, which is why I thought I should do this again. So this movie takes the idea of being a robot from the beginning, when Baymax was such a neutral character, and here it turns Baymax into such a likable and personality, like a human-like character. It makes him have a personality of his own, with his cool voice and everything he has, all his good features. So his hand is still armored up, so he lets go of his hand, and since he has to save them, he fires his hand up and dies. This is a very heartwarming part of this episode, and it actually pulled a tear out of me. I'll give it that. So yeah, if you're watching Big Hero 6 writers, good job. You really pulled a tear out of me. And he's like, "Are you satisfied with your care?" And then Hero's like, "No, I'm not." So it's a very deep emotional state. And when they go back, obviously, those guys were sitting there twiddling their thumbs the whole time, which wasn't really justified, other than the fact that they were doing nothing the whole time. I don't know, they could have punished the guy, the businessman, they could have punished the guy, but all of this had to happen in front of the camera, which I really don't understand. They could have just had, like, shots later when, you know those movies where at the end, the main character talks, and then it shows shots of all the characters, one's in jail, one's dead, one's, like, playing sports, one's sitting there crying, it's like a montage. if it was like that, it would have been better, but I guess this isn't like a family series. It's more of a kids movie. So yeah, good job, Disney. You pulled a tear out of me. They go back, and everything's back to normal. Yeah, that's probably that. It ends with a very good part. So Baymax's hand, which he still kept, has his chip in it, which was Tadashi's thing that made him a healthcare companion, not like a Terminator robot or anything. So, yeah, that means he's not dead. It's like throwing out a body, but keeping the brain. You can still use that person. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. It's a robot, okay? So, yeah, it's very heartwarming that he still lived, and I really like this. So, I don't want to end it right now, but I give this movie 4 and, 99 hundredths out of 5. So, basically 5 out of 5. It's a very good movie. I really like the voice acting in this. I like the anime references and how everything was like anime in Japanese. I really don't get San Francisco, but I guess that's just creativity right there. So, yeah, creative, funny, awesome, good voice acting, and this is Big Hero 6. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to a.s.k.airy. Be sure to like this video for more awesome videos, and comment down below on your next video for TV vlogs. This is a.s.k.airy signing out. Peace, and be sure to stick around for a.s.k.airy's next video. By the way, how much did you like Big Hero 6? I mean, I like it a lot, but I don't love it, but come on, it's a good movie. Children. Thanks for watching. This is brought to you by a.s.k.airy. You can find the funny videos for a short time. This video is sponsored by a.s.k.airy. Thanks for watching. I give this movie a 5 out of 5 review. This is a.s.k.airy, the critical reviewer, signing out. Peace.